Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome to Game Bro VIP. Today I'm going to be showing you how to mod your DayZ Nitrado servers on PS4 or Xbox One, and I'm going to be showing you how to place loot proxy placements and get it done correctly. Now, if you've seen people putting loot on the walls and on the shelves inside of the markets and things like that recently, this is exactly how they do it. And if you've been wondering how to do it, then I'm going to show you. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. First off, you are going to need a copy of DayZ standalone on your PC. You're also going to need to own a copy of Notepad++, which is free. Just download Notepad++, and then from here, go ahead and go to your web browser and search up DayZ offline mode. Go to this guy here, GitHub, Arkansas DayZ community offline mode. Yeah, just download that. You're gonna need a WinRAR or something like that. But once you got that stuff done, and once you have those three things, you'll just go ahead and open up your DayZ offline editor. Alright, you guys, so here we are with the DayZ offline mode editor opened. Just give it a second, it's all bulky Roblox looking, right? Okay, so copyright. Anyway, if you WSAD standard control, just hit insert, you'll notice you can go into no clip mode, and then from here, press Y, and it opens up this little tools thing. And then we're just gonna click on this icon here, and it allows us to open the object info manager and click on basically anything in the game. So as you see here, land power transformer build and position YZ yaw pitch roll X. Anyway, that's what we're going to be looking for. From here, you can go ahead and just move it to the side, whatever, and head to your DayZ directory. So if you have that, wherever you have that downloaded, for me, program files, Steam, Steam apps, common, and DayZ. This is where you put your offline missions folder, and it has these three inside there: Janaris, Enoch, the Mosque, and click on Enoch. Right, so that's what my DayZ solo was. I just launched a shortcut off of that. But from here, we have all of our files pertaining to what's inside of the game, and this is going to be the same basically for your Nitrado interface, uh, except for the init folder that won't be there. And some of these things like editors from other stuff, but basically this is going to be the same for you. And what we're going to be opening up first is our map group position, POS. And you want to edit that with Notepad++. So you don't have any of this stuff, which is not really important right now for you. It's all somewhere else if you want to download it. But what it's going to look like for you is going to be like for right here, any of this stuff you see. So you want to take one of these, triple click your group name equals Landshed W, any like workshop, basically anything. Group name, copy. The whole thing though. We're going to go back to the top and just paste it at the top. And on your group name, change it to whatever. So for this purpose, I'm going to just name it test 1. And from here, your position is what you want your position X to line up with X, Y, and Z, your Y and your Z. All of these numbers are going to be the same here. So just type it in. Let's do that. Okay, so that's your position. Now we have test 1 on position of this building. RPY, we're going to have 0.0 on these first two. And on this last one, you want this number to be exactly the same as this number here. And if you only see the 4 digits after the decimal, put 2 zeros to equal a 6-digit number. You want 6 digits after that decimal basically. Then whatever that number is, copy it from right here and also put it in the A for your axis. Your yaw and your axis is going to be exactly the same. Go ahead and save. By the way, so if you look at this, your RPY but it's yaw pitch roll over here. So just pay attention to that. And this is actually your yaw here. I mean here. And this is your pitch and this is your roll. So it's kind of like backwards. It's really weird. Or this is, yeah. So it's just really mixed up. Make sure your numbers look like, make sure these two last numbers are exactly the same as your yaw. And whatever these are, keep them 0 there. So save that. Alright, now we made a map group position. Back to our DAYZ location, we're going to open up our next one, map group proto. Edit that with Notepad++. And this is another file where you won't have any of this stuff in here, so you won't know what it is until you go and press Control F and find, just type in rec, and it should take you all the way to the bottom. If you notice here between group, so start of group name, end at group again, we have our land rec van, blah 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 blah, but they have dispatch, and this dispatch is showing that on all of the, if this was to be active on all land rec van 01, there would be able to spawn a lootable tire, hatchback door, or hatchback trunk, and that's kind of like what we're looking for. So we're going to take that and just copy it, go all the way back to the top, and right after defaults, paste. So you want to keep container, and all the way up to the end of container name loot max, keep that, but any category name, just get rid of it. Any usage name, just get rid of it. And you just need one of the dispatch. You need one of the proxies inside the dispatch. Oops. So you want to just keep one. And you want to make sure that your position is set to 0.0, no negatives here. Your all of this is 0.0 again, and same thing on your RPY. For your map group proto, your RPY is going to be 000, because this is the angle, position, and all of that of the say item here in comparison to where it's spawning at on this location. So this is kind of like the house, and this is the grid. So from here you want to go ahead and copy your test one, or whatever your name, I love ice cream, into here, and group names are going to be the same. Save that. So right now we have a hatchback wheel set to spawn on the ground, or somewhere floating around inside of this building right now. Is it going to be there? Probably not. Why? Because in our types folder, db edit types with Notepad++, well, anyway, our hatchback wheels, all of our wheels in the game are basically set like this: 0, 0. Well, for me they're set to 0. For you they're whatever, but they're also set to spawn in all of these places around the map. You don't want that. So let's just say we're trying to spawn an M4 A1, and we want this green one here. You see I have these category tag and usage names custom here for none, nothing, and nada. Again, if you wanted it to be, you know, I rule, I'm the best, and I'm a king, or I need some of that, whatever. These can be anything you want. You can copy mine. You also want to make sure deloot, crafted, counting player, hoarder, and cargo are all at 0. Counting map is at 1. You'll need at least one of these, minimum nominal, at least one. Restock is as soon as the server resets, 0 seconds until it pops up. And my cost says 100% like capacity. Basically, this isn't a line to spawn. This is all of these that are at 100 are yes, they're gonna spawn in. So we copy our class name M4A1 underscore green. Paste that right in here where the class the hatchback wheel is at. And on these types, whatever our category, our tag, and our usage name is, you want to make sure that in limits definition, they are in there. You know, category name, I rule. Tag name, ice cream rules. No rules, whatever. Any these, see, nada, nothing, and none. Anything you put has to be put into this limits definition. Make sure you save it. and then they're going to be put just like this right under there. So now we have an M4A1 set to spawn at 152 blah 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 blah, same axis, and y'all it's this building, and at 000 on its grid inside this building as a lootable place. So we're gonna make sure everything is completely triple quadruple check for me because I have a problem to make sure everything is saved. Now let's go ahead and hit a server reset. Okay, you guys, here we go. Yeah, so let's go see if we have a gun M4A1 in this building or where it may be at. It may not be in broad daylight, plain view, because we don't know where that 000 was. Oh, see, there's our M4. So it looks like it needs to be lowered down some. You see, I just kind of took a 0 off the end of that, put it right back. So to lower our M4, which is definitely spawned in, we can go back to our map group proto, and on this middle number here on map group proto is the loot position on the Y grid being up and down altitude. Y grid, X grid, Z grid, and the grid is inside of the building. Okay, so on our Y we wanted to go down, and it looked like it was up in the air about halfway through this building. So we're gonna try to subtract maybe 5 minus 5, and that may again be way too much, but we'll find out. So minus 5 there, and that's it to figure that out. Here we go, guys. Right back into the same building here and see if anything's different. Okay, our gun is not above or below us, and one more time we'll just kind of move it out of our way. And so as you can see, the gun is definitely under the ground for us right now. Minus 5 is too much. So I just changed the 5 to a 2, and then I save. We go back in again and reset our DAYZ offline mode editor one more time. So here you see, guys, now we have an M4A1 floating in the middle of this building. That was minus 2 from its original point in the building because this is a really tall building. That's how the taller ones work sometimes, so just keep that in mind. You want to mess around with it until you find where it's at. So we'll move this right back over because we want it to look like it's on the wall. So like I said, if this gun right here technically is at 0 degrees on this grid because we lined it up perfectly with this building. So right now this gun is facing the way that it's going to move. So what we're going to do is we're going to go onto this number right here. We're going to just, that's our Z. We're just going to add 1 to it because we want it to move 1 degree forward. Okay, well, 1 grid snap forward, and just save the game again and hit another reset. just give editor a second to load up, and then go inside to check it out. So now we have the gun up against our left wall over here, which means 1.0. So this means the building is facing this way, and the gun's facing this way. I mean, we want it to rotate 90 degrees because it's facing at a 90 to this building. So how to rotate this gun is we're going to use the RPY inside of the map group proto here. So if our gun is at a 90-degree angle to the wall here, sometimes it'll allow you to click on it, click around it, most times not. So we're trying to change our yaw, and like we've seen in the map group position, our yaw is actually back here. RPY, our yaw is here, and it's not the first one. So just remember that. So on our RPY, actually, for some reason, it says yaw RPY, like this is the yaw, but what we're going to be changing is this one here. So just bear with me. This is your yaw in the middle, and we just want to change that to 90. Depending on which way, like barrel left or right, it would be negative 90 or 90, but I'm not sure on that right now. So just 90 degrees should rotate it 90 degrees. And then we'll hit another restart after we save it. And as you can see, that was the yaw there. And we did get it to rotate because, like, so say we just rotate this building, you can see it's rotating left and right, so that's the yaw. And we put it in the middle one here, which should be the pitch, right? No, it's not. So just the middle is the yaw on your map group proto. Remember that. So that causes our gun to be here on the wall. So you could do this to basically any building on any map as long as you follow the instructions that I just showed you. And if you do it correctly, then you'll have a bunch of guns on the wall. You could actually do this to anything. You could change that to anything here. M4A1 black, or even the buttstock. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed or at least learned something from this video. I hope you get it figured out. So if you go try it out, please remember to drop a like and subscribe, and check in with me next time. I'll see you guys. Peace out.